Hi, we are here with Darren today, and Darren was a CFL alumnus. He's a CFL alumnus. He was with us during the foundation program and during 11th and 12th. So, Darren, can you please introduce to everyone what you did after CFL?
Sure. Yeah, so I was with CFL from ninth standard through 12th. And in the 12th, I took the NIOS program, and like so that gave me a lot of like free time, I would say. And so one of the things I decided to pursue, or the main thing I decided to pursue was this exam called UC, which the registration just got over, as you guys know. Um, and yeah, so I took some time to study for that exam. I cleared it, and I was in IIT Bombay for their design program, their Bachelor's of Design. Um, so I just graduated from that a couple of months ago, and now I'm working with Flipkart as a product designer.
In 12th standard, usually everyone, like nowadays, the trend is to go mostly for engineering colleges, medical colleges. IIT Bombay also is an engineering college.
Yeah.
But why did you do choose design over other branches?
So I think this was a very like tough call to take, and it took me a long time to finalize on this decision. But what I felt, while I loved my like physics and maths, especially like right from when I was a kid in school, like 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard, I loved it. But I think by the time I got to 12th, I found that it was a bit of fatigue,
Okay.
right? And I found I'm not as good at it as my classmates are. Like I was, like if in 8th standard, if I was in the top of my batch, in 12th I was like somewhere in the middle or somewhere at the back. And I kind of very quickly figured out that I may not have such a logical brain, but I might have more of a creative brain. And that's when I started looking at other options. And it was Vijay sir who told me for the first time that this exam called UCEDA exists, and that IIT does more than just engineering. So I think that was a turning point for me. Once I figured out that this exam existed, I started preparing for it.
And also, you're now working at Flipkart, right? So,
Yeah.
what exactly is your role there in Flipkart?
So as a product designer, my role involves uh, designing experiences for the Flipkart mobile app
Okay.
and the desktop.
Okay.
So that involves everything right from the initial stages of like information architecture, which means like planning out what pieces go into your app and how they are located compared to each other. Then you like go ahead and design the screens, design the workflows that people will go through. And once you have like a ready design, then you can test it. You can do like what's called user research, usability testing, see exactly where in the funnel are people dropping off. Like for some reason, you might find that in a certain flow in your app, a percentage of people are just leaving. So as a designer, it's kind of your job to look at that percentage of people and figure out why are they leaving. What would convince them to stay? What would make the experience more positive for them?
Okay. You seed entrance exam. So there are a couple of students now who have applied and want to write the exam. Can you tell them how they should prepare? How did you, or rather, how did you prepare for it? And some tips for them which will
Sure.
help them for the exam.
So I think how I prepared was very last minute, and by the time I made this decision, like I said, it was like already 12th grade and all, which might be a little late to make this decision. Not to discourage people who are making this late decision, but I think like you said, it's best to start early, right? Like so, if as early as you can decide that you want to pursue design, it's best to start preparing. And so mainly there are three things that you'd want to prepare. One is your general knowledge, two being your mental ability, your GMAT, and so if you've prepared for NTSC like I did, then GMAT is something that comes up a lot in NTSC, and was particularly strong at that, so that part was quite easy for me. But yeah, so the third thing would be sketching, which is like a new thing which wasn't there when I wrote the exam.
I see.
So the first two things you can read about it, you can get question banks and all that. Whereas sketching, the only thing you can do is really practice. And so yeah, so
Okay.
I
Was
think
sketching
practice.
a part of your curriculum also during?
It was a part of our curriculum in the first year.
I see.
So, because especially since like UCED at the time was the only design entrance exam that did not have sketching,
Okay.
so they took it upon themselves to create to have a sketching training, so that we can at least get to some minimum level of sketching.
Okay. Could you talk about what exactly the program in IIT Bombay IDC was,
Right.
and also people when they choose, I think IIT Delhi announced that this year they're going to start a design program. Also, if a student has to decide between IDC or NID or other colleges, what should they keep in mind roughly
Right.
based on
Right,
what you
right, right.
know?
Right. So I'll tackle the first thing first. What the program was like. So at IDC there are there are 5 major specializations that you can take at a master's level. That's interaction design, animation, visual communication, product design, and vehicle design. So that's like very diverse fields.
Okay.
And with the bachelor's program, what they try to do is they try to integrate all of these, and they try to give you like an introduction to all of these, so that you can figure out which one you want to go into, or do you want to do something else entirely, like sound design, for example. So it's a very broad course, and they give you all your basics, like like I mentioned, sketching, photography, the basics of how do you structure things in 2 dimensions, in 3 dimensions, aesthetics, and like art history is another thing that is one of those basic things that you study. And then once you get to like the 3rd year, 4th year, you sort of pick narrower things that you want to focus on. So you might want to focus on interaction design, like I have, or some of my classmates are focusing on product design, that's like industrial design.
Okay.
Designing tables, chairs, any kind of tool, any kind of physical object comes under like product design.
Do they still have that? They used to have once a year exhibition where they used to.
Oh yeah, design degree show, yeah.
Is it?
DDS, yeah. So that happens once a year. That's still on.
Yeah, I used to see some of their things. It used to be so amazing, like a real, like practical usage sort of thing, like in a flood, boats which are designed to go through houses and those kind of
Yeah.
practical applications thing.
Yeah, that's definitely something we still do, and like it's quite like nice to see, like especially at the end, like because it's everyone's hard work throughout that semester or throughout that year rather. You get to see it at a show, and it's quite nice.
Nice. Good. Just a side note, I think when I was also in college, the IDC people, Industrial Design Center people used to be really cool. So we had an institute elective, so everyone, IDC was like the most in demand for
Yeah.
institute elective. Also, a side note was like when I was in I used to play volleyball, so I had a couple of people from IDC, and the libero during our time, he was the one who designed the rupee symbol.
Oh, right, yeah.
Vijay Kumar. He was from
Yeah.
IDC. He was doing his PhD, I think.
Yeah, he did his PhD at that time.
Yeah, so he was like my batchmate during that time. Yeah. My other question was, how does it
Compared to NID?
Yeah.
Right. So, compared to NID, I would say that there's definitely a perception that IDC is more tech focused or more tech influenced. I don't think that's something that anyone was consciously going for or pushing towards. It does tend to happen because you're in a technical college, right? So there's a lot of very, very interesting things happening around you in tech. And I think that gives like that's like a very nice place or a very nice setup to do design in. So especially if you want to like work in interaction design, because it's IIT Bombay, there's so many startups, there's so many guys with some app idea, and they're like, okay, we want someone to design this for us. And that was that was how I got like a couple of projects which gave me a lot of experience.
So you did 2 internships, right?
Yeah. So in my first year, I interned at it was a small 6-week internship. I interned at this consultancy company in Worli,
Okay.
Fractal Inc. I don't know if you've heard of
I've
them.
heard of that.
Yeah. So I was there for like about 6 weeks, and it was like really great. Like because at that time I was in the first year, I didn't know anything, right? So I think I learned a lot from that, and that like after that, I was even more motivated to take more like freelance work with startups and all that. So that
Nice.
yeah,
So
that helped me a lot for placements and all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So talking about placements, what are the opportunities for students who come through the IDC program, the UC program, once they graduate? In general, is it placement oriented, or can they go into further studies also? Can you tell us a bit?
So with placements for IDC, like at a bachelor's level, there are a lot of placements. Especially if you consider, especially if you're going towards interaction design, because a lot of big tech companies that are already coming to take software engineers from IIT Bombay, they'll also take interaction designers.
Product
So,
design.
so the terms are very different. Like, so some people will call it interaction designers, some people will call it UX designers,
Right.
some will say UI UX designers, and at Flipkart we say product designers.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, but roughly they're very similar roles.
Okay.
And yeah, so there's a lot of hiring in that space. Whereas if you want to do something like, say, industrial design or animation and all that, it might get a little trickier. I'm not saying there are no jobs.
Okay.
There are definitely jobs.
Okay.
But then they're much fewer in comparison to tech.
Okay.
So yeah.
And higher studies options are.
Higher studies has plenty of options, and if you ask our department, they definitely want us to do higher studies. This bachelor program is kind of intended to be a broad spectrum thing,
Nice.
and doing a master's is definitely beneficial.
Okay. How was your experience overall in IIT Bombay?
Oh.
Pre-pandemic, of course.
Oh yeah, pre-pandemic my experience was amazing at IIT. It was just phenomenal. Like I never expected it to be the way it was. Especially in terms of the peer group. Like the faculty, of course, was great. Like they're all very, very highly educated, and like also professionally, like they've worked a lot in the industry.
Correct.
So like they're really amazing faculty. But I think what also impressed me was just the variety of students. Like because there's students there from all kinds of backgrounds, and they're all brilliant in some way or the other.
Yes.
And so yeah, the ideas that come out, the friendships that come out, like it's a very unique place.
Correct. Even I felt that it's a very open space, and all the ideas are encouraged, and sort of suppressed, and so nice.
Yeah, it's definitely a fantastic place.
Good. I hope you like this video. I hope this video makes your choice to if you are looking for the B Design program, Bachelor of Design program at the Industrial Design Center in IIT Bombay, or generally a design course. I hope this helps you make your decision easier. And so we will put further resources in the description. Please like this video if you liked the content, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.